Okay. It's kind of meta. I just had this conversation. I started this conversation on a video a moment ago about a train of thought that I had at a time when I couldn't really make one of the videos. At least I think that's what happened. Maybe I already made this video. I have to check to be sure I didn't. Whatever. This is a video about another idea for a software product I could create potentially to start making a little bit of money again. My big product idea, the one that I've been thinking about for a long time, since 2007-ish, it is actually a big piece of software, and working alone in free time will take me a really long time to make it, like possibly too long, for it to keep up with technology and security, because it just changes so fast. So something I've been considering is trying to put together a smaller product that might be helpful for people and that might make me a little bit of money, and hopefully enough to give me the freedom to really pursue some of the bigger stuff. I put up a video not too long ago about a mobile game idea, and I still like that idea, but this one would require a whole heck of a lot less learning on my part, most notably around the possibility of graphics and animation, because this is more of a convenience tool idea, and I've seen apps like it, but I haven't found one that I like enough that I actually use it. So I keep looking for this type of thing, but can't find one I like, so maybe there's room for me to make something that I would like, and hopefully that fits people's needs a little bit more too. So, let me walk you through my thought process. Keeping track of things I need to do, things I need to take action on, essentially a task list. And yes, there are lots of apps that do that. But I've been thinking about how I've got like 3 calendars, one on my phone, one tied to my primary email, and then like a shared thing with a family that sort of gives information that, but we don't really keep up with it well. A calendar, and like I'll use the one I use most often, the Google Calendar. It is good and helpful as long as I, again, keep up with it and create new entries when new things need to be remembered. I think it's best at recurring stuff, though, for me, because one-off stuff, I don't feel like the effort to put it into the calendar is worth it. And that's when I end up using my phone calendar to just put a one-off event in there so that I don't forget that. So I'm already using multiple calendars, and then I don't always, I haven't gotten into a good habit of using calendars for stuff like that. I'll write sticky notes, put them in places where I'm pretty sure I'm going to see them at the right moments, and that has its own drawbacks. This setup doesn't work well enough because I still completely forget things, and then get called out on it, like, oh crap, I'm sorry, I completely forgot that. I've missed like medical appointments. I'm not good at organizing this way. And so, like I said, I've tried finding task organization apps, and they just don't make it any simpler than just using Google Calendar. It's just this weirdly complicated thing. I don't understand why I'm having such difficulty with the organization. Like an example of another thing I have tried using existing solutions for is like home maintenance and improvement projects, where you need to not forget that there's a light switch and socket I want to rewire to make something work better, and I'll forget about it, and then months later see, oh yeah, I was going to do something about that, and even if I write it down in a note file on my computer, I just never look at the note file again. We were also considering like a larger home improvement project, so we were trying to describe all the things we wanted this general contractor to take care of. So creating an Excel spreadsheet with all the crap in it, and a Word doc to explain everything, and a contractor wasn't interested in any of that. Just wanted us to talk it through, and he'll take his own notes. But like for our efforts, like remembering all the project ideas we've had, where at the time we're thinking, yes, this is a fantastic idea, this is something we want to move forward with, and then a few months down the road we might not remember that idea at all, and if we do remember it, we might not remember the details that are necessary. So I kind of want to build an app that it is a little bit, is as easy as Post-it notes, but as well, as reliable as the reoccurring scheduled items you actually took the effort to put into your calendar. Yeah, I actually have more to say about this because I've worked with Jira, which is a project management piece of software, and it's excellent, but probably way overcomplicated for the scenario I'm talking about. Yeah, so I'm wondering, can I come up with a mobile device app, since we have our phones on us pretty much all the time? I have a web interface too, but something that would make it easy to take the note so we remember it. Not lose track of it, but also, yeah, not drop the ball. If you watched this whole video and have thoughts on whether or not this would be a useful effort for me to make, yeah, please leave a comment. Like, is that concept at least something that interests you, and that you might be willing to spend a little bit of money on? Like, I need for it to make money somehow. So, like, would you prefer just like a one-time buy it and use it, or like so it stores everything locally on your phone and there's no more need to connect to anything? Would you be willing to have like a $1 a month membership fee, so that there's a server that your information is stored on, so that you can access it from your phone or your computer, or maybe even set up like family groups so that you can see each other's time sensitive things, and like maybe there's a functionality where you can add suggestions, like send a note to your kids saying, please remember to take out the trash, or something like that. Like chores could be handled that way. Yeah, family plan is maybe like $3 a month, and it can handle up to like 6 family members or something like that, so you're getting a discount. I don't know. Or maybe there's like a voluntary in-app ad watching thing, where you can support the app by willingly watching 30-second ads or something like that. And or maybe like even get it, like buy your membership that way. Yeah, I don't know. Mostly for the comments. Is it interesting, and what monetary way of supporting it do you think would be most acceptable? All right, anyway, thanks for listening, and see you next time.